don't mind me. Just always in a tangle of some sort, I swear. This necklace is so hard to put on by myself. Someone is angry out there. So right now, I am getting ready to go on a date. I'm finishing off the final part of my look, aka doing my hair. I'm just gonna curl my hair a little bit, like just a few pieces, nothing too wild because it is very humid out today. And I don't know if we're inside or outside. I really don't know. This is the first date. I like to think that one day I'll look back on videos where I talk about going on dates and like show my husband and be like, remember when I was really putting myself out there and you were sitting with your buddies on the couch playing video games, eating sandwich, and like I was like out there, like working, trying to find you. Like I bet you $5. Well, I don't want to like jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. I'm not even going to say where my husband is tonight because who the frick knows? He's like on his way soon, which makes me nervous because I haven't even done the top of my hair yet. All right, hair is curled. I just got to brush through it. This is the full look at the dress. I guess it's not even like that full. How do I get more? How do I get more of the dress in there? Okay. Another pro tip of dating in the city, always let your friends know well before you go on the date where you're going, what time, what the guy's name is, like any details, because you truly never know. You never know. Okay, obviously I already have my hair up in a bun. The date was very solid. It was a great date, and honestly, I'm really grateful that I'm home at a decent hour. Like I feel like some dates go unnecessarily long, like all night long. I don't think that for a first date they need to go that long. Like I think you know, you get in there, you have your drinks, you chat, and then the first date is over and then you plan for another date. Like you don't make the first date last like the equivalent of 3 dates because then, you know, it's just, it gets out of hand, I think. And then you also like your next day is like ruined. So I'm home by, it's like 10:30 right now, but I have a story for you guys about what happened just before I left on the date. It was like the worst possible thing. Okay, not like the worst, it could have been much worse, but it was not an ideal situation to occur right before a date. So I feel like I need to bring the camera over here because it's a whole thing. As you can see, there was a situation. So basically I blew out this candle here and I was really aggressive about blowing it out. So it spewed all over my laptop. Like I have to deep clean this tonight before I go to bed because I'm gonna like spaz if I don't. It went all over my laptop, not to mention all over my body. Like it went all over my arms. It splattered into my face and like ruined my makeup. And this was like 10 minutes before I was supposed to leave. So I had to race against the clock to like fix my face, fix my body. I'm like, okay, prioritizing. Face, body, then the laptop can wait. I was punctual despite the fact that I had a whole situation occur right before. How? I have so many questions. Anyway, I'm gonna clean this up and go to bed because I am tired. All right, I'm about to head out to my facial appointment and I have these snazzy glasses. I can't remember the last time I bought a pair of sunglasses. I tend to get like the trendy ones and I just like wear them for one season and then I'm like done with them. They look all normal, like, ooh, where could they be from? And then you like look down and Chanel. So yeah, I think it just like really elevates any look and I like them on me. When I first showed them on Instagram, people were like, Katie, we hate those. And you know what I said? I don't care because I like them. So that is it. That's my story. So facial done. I feel like my skin is like glowing. This headband is like taking me back in time to like, I don't know what year of my life when I used to wear these headbands, but my facialist gave me one. Anyway, I'm walking home now. I might head into this one store I've been meaning to go to recently. It's a rug store. So update, went in the rug store and I was overwhelmed. I think I need to narrow down my desired color scheme a bit more before I go into a place with a gazillion rugs because I got very overwhelmed in there. There was so much going on. So I've acquired some things. There's this like $2 book pile I always pass outside of a bookshop, and it's like all these really awesome looking books, like really old vintage stuff. I'll show you a better look later, but it's a Fendi coffee table book in amazing condition. So although I do not have any Fendi bags of my own, I now have a Fendi bag coffee table book, which says a lot about me. No bags, but I got the books. Okay, so this is what I got from the bookstore, little haul. These two books here were $2 from the $2 pile, as I mentioned, the one that I pass all the time and never have a chance to stop and look at, and I just like had 20-ish minutes to spare on the way back from my facial, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a peek. So I got these two books. This one here is called All Things Bright and Beautiful, and it looks pretty worn, so clearly someone loved this book very much, or had it for a while, I'm not really sure, but I opened up like a random page and read it and was like, ooh, okay, I'm not sure what this is about, but I like this page, so got that. And then I also got this Henry James Year of Quotes. Henry James is a really famous author, so got this A Year of Quotes just to keep in my purse, and if I'm like if I have some minutes to spare somewhere, I'll just, read a quote or two. Got those two, and then of course the baguette book. It's like pretty cool. Like it has every baguette bag that Fendi has ever made. So honestly pretty great, and I might like someday gift this to someone. This honestly would be a great gift. So if I come across someone in my life that loves handbags, maybe I'll give them this book. So a little story time about the baguette book. So when I went into the store to buy the $2 books, I saw this in the window. Like I'd seen it in the window, and I decided to just ask the guy at the desk, like, hey, like what's the deal with the Fendi book? Can I look at it? So I just wanted to like look at it. And I knew it was like, baguette obviously means like the baguette bag. So I knew it was gonna be a purse book. But the guy goes, oh, are you sure? It's like all bags. Like, yes, I'm sure. I was like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, that's a little bit like condescending. Like, yeah, it's bags, but it's Fendi. Like, they're cool bags, and the baguette bag is like a classic. Like, when I think of the baguette bag, although I don't buy like a lot of designer bags, I only have one, I still know a lot about them. I know the history of them. So anyway, I was like, yes, I'd love to see the baguette bag book, please. And it was so catastrophic because he goes to grab the book from the window, and he ends up, my back is turned to him, so I have no idea what really went down, but I'm assuming he like nudged a shelf that was like leaned up against the window, because I just hear a crash, and I turn around and there's books everywhere. There's like a whole shelf like turned over. There was a whole situation, because it's like a very small, like hole in the wall bookstore. So like half the store was like on the ground. I was like, oh my God, can I help you? Like, I'm so sorry that happened on my account. Like, you were just getting a book for me. And then he goes, oh my God, no, it's okay. It was my fault. Like, clearly that shelf needed fixing, blah, blah, blah. But he hands me the book, and I look at it and I'm like, yes, okay. So I think it made him feel a bit better that the shelf book explosion was worth it, because I ended up buying this book. So, I mean, I felt a little bit obligated after that. I'm just kidding. I really wanted the book, and I decided I wanted it, but I also felt good making this guy feel a little bit better, because I know he's still there probably cleaning up those books. Like, it was a literal book explosion in there. So I love coffee table books. I need to get more of them. I have a bunch of them at home in Maryland, and I just haven't had them shipped because they're heavy. So it costs a lot to ship these things, But yeah, I'm gonna hang on to this, keep it out on display, and maybe someday if I find someone that I feel like deserves it as a gift, I'll give it to them, because it's just gonna increase in value over time. So yeah, that is the story of the Fendi book and the book explosion. So guys, I just pulled up the book that I got on Amazon. allow me to zoom in dramatically. It's being sold right now for $902 or like $700. I got this for like $100 at the used bookstore, and it's literally going for $900 on Amazon because it's out of print. Isn't that crazy? Like, I am shook. I had a feeling when I saw it, I'm like, I think this is worth something because I've never seen this one before. So I guess it was published in 2012 and now it's out of print. I'm shook. Anyway, so this set that I am wearing right now, I will be honest with you. When I first got it in the mail, I really didn't like it. Like okay, let me rephrase. I love the top because who couldn't like this top? It's like very basic, keeps everything where it needs to be at the gym, like a really great solid top. But the bottoms, like I know this is a super flattering cut, but I just didn't like how the belly felt. Like I didn't feel like it felt very like thick in the right places, like here, if that makes sense. Like I doubt this is gonna make sense to anybody but me, but I just tried it on today again, the full set, and this is probably what, like 3 months after I got it, I tried it on again. I didn't return the bottoms because I'm like, maybe I'll like them eventually, like they'll grow on me. And I tried them on again today, and I feel like they fit me so much better. Like it's not cutting off my circulation here, it's not too tight. It feels good in the belly. And I have to say, I think a lot of it has to do with, like, I've gotten a bit more toned, I think. Like, I don't know. Another thing I noticed is how pale my stomach is. Because I haven't tanned it at all this summer. I've really dropped the ball with tanning this summer, which is honestly probably a great thing. Like, my skin will thank me in 20 years. So something really exciting, a new addition in the apartment. I want to get super close because if I get close, you can tell it's a real live painting. This is not a print, guys. This is a painting. It's from Tiggy Ticehurst, who is a known artist in New York. I feel like a lot of people here know about him, and over on Instagram. I don't know, I've just seen this artwork, like this style of artwork, everywhere when I'm walking around Soho. And it took me a while to register that it's like this one guy, Tiggy. There's his little signature there. So I got this from this website called Click. It's C-L-I-C. It was very pricey, but it's like one of a kind. So it will only increase in value over time. I'm like kind of like a mini collector over here, collecting my art pieces. I think I need to put my hand here to like brighten up the screen. So I really love how it looks. I got this little like almost invisible hanging situation from Amazon. So I ate a salad for lunch like 5 hours ago now. So I'm hungry again. I just poured some bonza pasta in this boiling water I have down here. It's the penne shape. I have a call in 3 minutes. So luckily, I timed it perfectly. And I'm just gonna put, what am I gonna put on it? Probably just some, yeah, my usual, my vodka sauce. A little bit of garlic powder or something. And I'm gonna eat that while I'm on my call, and hopefully no one will know. I feel like I'm that TikTok, like, no one's gonna know. They're gonna know that I'm literally eating penne alla vodka during this phone call. Hello?
Hello.
How's it going?
But our story is set in the 1700s, nowhere near New York City. We're going to France today, and our story involves a royal catfish, not of the fish variety, but of the con woman, sketchy, deceiving variety, and how she managed to steal $15 million worth of diamonds right from under French royalty's nose. The year is 1784. It's a steamy August evening in the gardens of Versailles, located just 13